Hello, traders, and what's going on? Welcome to tradingwithbill.com. Yes, it is a Wednesday, hump day, June 28th, 2017. Traders, like I said, coming to you from Thailand, black skies, raining, no storms though. That's a good thing. So, yeah, it looks like it's 8 o'clock at night. And it's 8:13 in the morning, which would be 21:13 on Wall Street. It's great to be with you. Let's get started. Lots of stuff happened yesterday, huh? Wow, did I call that one wrong? I said Draghi didn't do anything, and he hasn't done anything, and he hasn't till yesterday. He talks, the euro goes through the roof, Carney speaks, the pound goes through the roof. These pairs just took off like a rocket. Now we're in a position where now we just got to hold and wait a little bit. We're going to take a look at the charts in just a second. And I can't believe I'm bearish today on the dollar yen, and we'll talk about that. That's my pair of the day. Let's take a look at what's going on data-wise. We have some data coming out, but really the big data is going to be in the New York session. Fed Chair Yellen spoke. I guess it was okay. I didn't see a lot of movement in the market yet from her speech. The dollar is just same old, same old. It's below, the last I looked, it was below 97, but we'll take a look at that. So in the Eurozone, like I said, not a lot going on. We got German import price index, but that's low impact. Spanish retail sales year on year comes out. Today they're expecting 1.9%. Previous was 1.8%. What else do we got? Private sector loans is coming out of the Eurozone, and there's a bunch of PPI out of Italy today. U.S. session, goods trades balance today. Carney, BOE Governor Carney is speaking again. That'll be 2 days in a row for him. I guess they like doing it in pairs. I don't know. And then you got Bank of Canada's Governor Politz speaks today, and then Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda speaks today. Looks like Kuroda is going to get in for a second. I think it's 6 years, second 6-year, 5-year term as their bank governor in Japan. That looks like that's a done deal. I read that last week, and I forgot to mention it. All right, what do we got in the U.S.? U.S. has got some good news coming out. Pending home sales, they're expecting 0.8. Previous was negative 1.3. I remember that. That was a horrible number that came out. Crude oil inventories comes out as usual. The oil is coming up a little bit at a time, isn't it? It's creeping up, creeping up, creeping up. So oil is making its way up. Let's see if it goes back above that $50 a barrel, as I have predicted, probably going on 2 years now. All right. What else do we have? And that's, and then of course, crushing crude oil inventories. That is also out today. Let's just take a look at what we have going on here. Gold is up 0.25% at 1,249.96 as I speak. WTI crude is at 43.95. Brent is at 46.70. That's up 0.49% as I report that. Natural gas is up 0.39%. U.S. coffee is up 0.82%. All right, let's take a look at the indices. S&P 500 futures negative 0.04%. NASDAQ futures negative 0.11%. Dow negative 0.46%. S&P 500 VIX up 11.42%. We want to see that VIX up, right? A little bit of volatility. Sure doesn't seem like there's any volatility in these markets, but they're reporting there's a little bit. The DAX is down 0.78%. Nikkei 225 is negative 0.19%. Dollar index down 0.04%, sitting at that 96.14. We took a hit yesterday, and I think we're going to take more of a hit in the next 3 days. I don't see anything going to bring this to the upside. In fact, when we talk about our dollar yen pair today, we're looking at going short. Can you believe it? Looking at going short on the dollar yen. Euro index is also negative 0.03 today. Let's get to the charts, my friends. All right. Let's take a look at the euro. What has our friend the euro done? Oh, wow. Look at this. Yeah, nothing. This is way up here. So basically, all this stuff is history, and we're just going to get rid of everything. And now we'll look at it. Now, we're at the end of this D wave here, and that's telling us we want to sell this, right? We're at the end of this D wave. This is a very aggressive move to the upside, very aggressive. And it's done very quickly. Remember, this is a 30-minute chart. This is done very quickly. I'm expecting this to, at a minimum, even if the pair doesn't want to pull back, it's going to pull back because people are going to be taking their profits. People in summertime aren't going to be hanging on to trades for very long. What's the other thing we want to look at? Look at these moving averages. This red line is a 20 exponential moving average. The tan line is a 5 moving average, and it's away from price. So what's going to happen? Either the moving average is going to come back to price, or price is going to come back to the moving average. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't have a trade plan in place for that, but we'll watch it. Let's take a look at the pound. The pound's another one that really made a big move yesterday, right? This big move to the upside. However, nothing in Asia. Really, New York was not very much. It's at the D wave, completion of an ABCD pattern, looking for this to come to the downside. It looks really tight to me, my friends. It looks really tight. And we're at one, we're probably about 200 pips where we should be in this pair, right? Whether it was data, whether it was Janet Yellen, or whatever got this pair to where it's at. I'm still staying biased bearish on this. I want to sell this, and we're just going to keep an eye on it. Again, no trade plans in this as at the moment, and we're just waiting to see what happens. And probably nothing in Asia, unfortunately, because I've gotten pretty good in the last couple of days doing Asia, getting trades and making some profits. I did 2 trades yesterday. One was on that euro yen, and one was on the euro dollar, and I actually made profit on all those. And I got out of that euro dollar pair about a half hour before Draghi came on, and wow, am I glad it did. What is going on with this? This is the New Zealand dollar. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're not doing nothing here, folks. My bias is bearish. I don't like any of it. This would have to really break below here at probably 72.50. 72.50 will look to short it. I need some really convincing candles and some movement here. I don't like what I see. No trade plan on that. Oh, excuse me. So what are we looking now? Wow, what's up with that? Okay, here we are. Euro yen. Let's take a look at the euro yen. Look at this. Another pair that's just really took off to the upside yesterday. Right, here's today. You can see these lines here on my chart. These are each day, okay? So I like this, believe it or not. I like that this 5 is on top of price. The 20 is right below that same candle, which is a doji. Looks like this might break to the downside. I would be pretty aggressive on this. I have to be perfectly honest with you. I would be pretty aggressive on this. And folks, why is this not doing anything? What's up? My computer decided to take a break. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to get pretty aggressive on this. And if this breaks below this teal horizontal line here, we're going to take it to the downside. I'd love to see this 20 exponential moving average on top of the candle, and we can sell this. Nice wide open space here, my friends. We're going to see this on a lot of pairs where we have wide open spaces because this was an abrupt move to the upside. And this looks like a nice trade plan. So far, the best I've seen so far today. Out of everything I looked at this morning, I did not pull that one up. Let's look at today's pick for my trade plan. Pretty ugly. I have to say it's pretty ugly. However, you know, price right now is not at a bad spot. Price right now is not at a bad spot. Here we go. We're testing this trend line, and that's fine. However, I want to get in at 1190. 111.90, we're going to get in this. So I want this to clear this trend line, this completion of this D pattern, ABCD pattern. You know, take this down to the downside, but we got to have confirmation. We have to be safe in our trades in this market. You know, slow summertime market, but there are trades out there. You can make pips. You can make profit. You just can't hold your trades for 3 days. You have to get in there, make your trade, and get out. And if you're on a 30-minute chart, every 30 minutes, go back to your charts. If you're on an hourly chart, every hour you got to go back to your charts. Just stay involved with your trade. We're not in the environment where you can place your trade and go out for 3 hours and maybe take a look at your phone or your iPad or something to see where your trade is at. You know, this comes back to what happened yesterday, where we had this big blow up with this stuff coming up. I did not think Draghi's talk was going to cause that kind of a reaction. However, I'm going to tell you, I was break even. I was about 6 pips. My stop was 6 pips above current, and thank goodness I actually exited the trade before he spoke. And then it's all history from there. This thing went blaring to the upside. Don't get in front of freight trains, folks. You don't have to trade fundamentals. I do not trade fundamentals. I'm not good at it. But I don't stand in the way of the freight train. Don't be in front of these guys speaking. If you're in profit, get your stop to where you're comfortable and be prepared to get knocked out. You know, if you're not in profit, you know, that's a decision you have to make. I would say if you're minimally out of profit, you're not in the hole, just get out. If you're in the hole, you just got to move your stop really tight. All right, so dollar yen. I'm looking to sell this. I know that because I'm dollar bullish, by the way, but this looks like this is going to be a great sell. Traders, thank you for being with me. It has really been great, and I went way over my time today. But a lot to talk about. It's probably going to happen more than less that we get over our time, and it's because of the markets, right? We want to stay safe. We want to make some profits. We don't want our heads run over by a freight train or anything else. Traders, have a great trading day. Catch you tomorrow. Take care now. See you next time. Bye-bye.